There comes a moment on the path of remembrance where the universe stops whispering and starts showing you things directly, not as signs, not as coincidences, but as mirrors. The mirror of binding isn't mystical, it's literal. It shows you the patterns you've been carrying so deeply that you stopped noticing them, but reality didn't. You've heard that your reality reflects you. Everyone knows that line, but today we're going deeper, because the reflection doesn't show what you think, it shows what you bind to.
A binding is not a spell. It is a frequency that hooks into you. A loop made of memory, emotion, and expectation, woven together without your consent. Bindings form in childhood, in trauma, in past lives, in the moments you whispered, "Never again," or "This is just how life is." And they don't fade, not until you see them.
So, the conflicts, the betrayals, the repeated patterns, they're not signs of failure, they're mirrors of bindings.
Exactly. Your reality keeps repeating what you have not yet remembered how to unbind.
So what does the mirror of binding reveal? It reveals the one thread you keep pulling into every chapter of your life, the wound that became a rule, the belief that became a chain.
The mirror does not judge you. It simply reflects the resonance you forgot you were still carrying.
And once you see it, you can unbind it, you can change the script, you can step out of the loop.
Bindings break the moment you remember who tied them and who you've become since.
So today, listen closely, because in this episode, we're going to hold up the mirror, and you may finally see the pattern that has been shaping your life from the shadows. Let's begin. If reality is a mirror, then the question becomes simple. What has it been trying to show you that you've been refusing to see? People think mirrors are about manifestation, vision boards, affirmations, positive thinking. But the real mirror, the mirror of binding, it doesn't show what you want. It shows what you carry.
And most carry more than they realize. Fear dressed as intuition. Abandonment disguised as independence. Hypervigilance mistaken for wisdom. Self-doubt wrapped in false humility. These are the threads that bind perception, and perception shapes reality.
So if someone keeps attracting betrayal, it's not because they're cursed. It's because betrayal became a frequency they learned to expect.
A child betrayed becomes an adult who recognizes betrayal too easily and trusts too quickly when they should not. Bind these together, and reality loops.
So the mirror keeps recreating the old wound not to punish me, but to expose the binding?
Every repetition is a message. Every pattern is a teacher. Every heartbreak is a mirror held up to the original cut.
Then let's walk into the mirror, not to stare at the reflection, but to track the origin of it.
To face the mirror of binding, you ask one question. What part of me keeps responding as though I am still that wounded version of myself? And the mirror answers, not with words, but with the people you attract, the situations you repeat, the emotions that spike without warning, the choices that feel familiar, even when they hurt.
Because familiarity feels like safety, even when it isn't.
Exactly. Bindings masquerade as comfort. That is their trick.
So how do we unbind?
Through witnessing, through truth, through choosing differently than the version of you who created the binding. When you respond differently, your reality must shift, because the mirror must reflect the new pattern.
So unbinding isn't mystical at all. It's choice. Conscious, uncomfortable, repeated choice.
Yes, the courage to respond from the future version of yourself rather than the past one.
Bindings break when you refuse to collapse into the old version of you, even when everything in your body begs you to. Your nervous system remembers the chains, but your soul remembers the flame.
Then let's hold the mirror steady. Let's show people the binding they've been mistaking for personality. Let's show them the loop that's been wearing their face. As you listen, something will rise in you. A memory, a pattern, a feeling. That thread, that's your binding. The one your reality has been trying to show you all along.
You are not bound by what shaped you. You are bound only by what you refuse to face. Face it, and the mirror changes as you do.
Take a breath. You're about to see yourself without the bindings. In the next episode, we step beyond the mirror itself. You'll learn what happens after a binding breaks, how your field rearranges, how timelines shift, and why your reality becomes strangely quiet before it expands. A new chapter opens the moment the old pattern dissolves, and episode 12 is where we follow that shift into the unknown.